My name is Melvin Chester, right? I am the CEO of Generational Wealth Enterprises. I am also the CEO of Generational Storage, and I am also the CEO of Chester Trucking. Started my business with Chester Trucking in 2020. Basically, I learned everything from trial and error, right? I basically learned the value of paying for mentorship. And when I paid for mentorship, there was a lot of things that were taught to me. And I also did my own due diligence and I started to study the law. And I became very familiar with the United States Constitution. And I became very familiar with the Federal Reserve 16.1 and 2. When you become familiar with the Federal Reserve 16.1 and 2, you'll start to understand the levels of what is happening with this corporation that we live in called America. And you will understand some of these agencies and how they're committing fraud every day, such as the banks and such as these credit bureaus who sometimes pose as if they are government backed. And they're also being sued left and right from using your personal information for profit, exchanging your data. So I tell people, before you decide that you're going to pay on a debt that has been sent to collections or something of that nature, I advise you to understand the law and knowing that they probably, chances are they got paid off that if it's been sent to collections anyway. So with that being said, you should probably talk to someone who understands the law, somebody who understands financial literacy before you start paying on that debt out there. Another thing, a lot of your information out there has been compromised due to it being subjected to data breaches, due to the fact that a lot of your information has been subjected towards the dark web. A lot of you are not familiar with that. I would say 99% of consumers out here have been compromised, or their identity has been compromised of some nature. So with that being said, there are remedies like getting in contact with the Federal Trade Commission, and you can dispute that by doing identity theft affidavits to get negative things removed from your credit profile. You know what I mean? So these are some of the things that you will learn inside of my group, Millionaire Mindset Mogul. Like I said, I don't just talk it. I have multiple businesses. Like I said, everything from having a trucking company, storage units, auction cars, helping people with financial literacy, doing consultations, all the above. I'm like nonstop. I'm speaking because I've helped myself and I've helped many others. Basically, my network went from St. Louis to Indianapolis, toward the Quad Cities, Illinois, Iowa, things of that nature. So, like I said, we've been doing this for quite some time. I've helped myself with bankruptcy. I've helped many others with bankruptcy. I've helped people with repossessions. Man, you know, tap in. Let me show you how to get that bad. You ain't never coming last. Let me show you how to move. Let me show you how to get that bad. You ain't never coming